Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first carry for the All-Pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You look at this Arizona defense.
Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jacobs going to try the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Hurts changing up the play.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They go with Jacobs.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Ravens strike first and 3's him. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
That's Samuel, caught left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. The Cardinals hit 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go again with Pierce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Prescott. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd and 6.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is caught. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here. to the ground with Pierce.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down and 8. Another carry for Pierce.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Carlson now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Nifty move. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
handoff. This is Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They go play action with Hurts.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Here's Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Jacobs. Shifts by him. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
That's caught. Left side, it's
Touchdown! Trailing Burks. His first
Burks.
touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to move back in front. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 10-7.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Erickson not going to return this.
To the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he's got some space here.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure you can be more efficient on offense than to have 3 downs and have them all turn into first downs. And defensively, you got to figure out how to slow them down. Some guys might bring more pressure. Some guys might be a little more exotic. And as a last resort, you might even call timeout and try and regroup.
Now Prescott going to change the play. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Dameon Pierce with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Hurts.
And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
On 1st down, Hurts. Same target. It's Jacobs again.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll give him 4 yards there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Play fake. Here's Prescott rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Tyler Boyd from 19 yards away.
And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Once again, it's Jacobs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Able to hit his target man.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Great.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now Prescott.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hurts throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. 3 quarters in the books. In motion right is Wilson.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
68 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Traylon Burks.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts will throw.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And no return for Erickson. Out to the 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chitty on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Kill. Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 46.
On third down, it's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Pierce now up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, go to 54. Line. 26.
Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. It's Crowder. Into it now. 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And they'll remain down by 2. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
We're going to 53.
Prescott to throw.
That is intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
He's to the 15.
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Jacobs is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. He's hit 2. He's missed 1. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you could have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Baltimore, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.